Hi friends, it's Susan Smith with Stamp Creatively. I have to make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be. I tried to check it before I got on here and it didn't work, so I'm a little bit later than what I wanted to be. I had to take a phone call for Mama. If you have a family member in memory care, God love your little heart, because it is hard. And so I was on the phone with one of Mama's caregivers trying to figure out some things. Okay, I can't find me. So we'll just assume that I'm here at some point, and that if you have a comment to let me know, and I'll have to go back and look at them because I can't, you know, right? We're all friends. We're all doing the best that we can. Again, I've got Mama is having issues, and so I was on the phone with a caregiver, so I'm a little later than what I want to be. But thanks for joining me. I have some online exclusives I want to show you. I'm excited about what I've done. I have a class coming up I'm going to tell you about, and it's new catalog week. If you don't have a new catalog, I'm sorry. They're fantastic, but it's a good new catalog. So I'm excited about what's happening and what I have to show you. I got a little flustered again because I got the Mama call. But we are all doing the best we can, aren't we, friends? Okay, so I have the art of art and texture. I'm reading it upside down because I haven't figured out how to flip this yet. So I'm going to make this go up just a little bit higher. Can we still see that okay? Let me wait for mine to adjust. Oh yeah, you can see all my stuff. Look, I got piles over here. Okay, so of art and texture and sweetly scripted. And here we go. Let me show you what I've done. I'll bring this whole thing over to show you. Stampin' Up they do things and show us ideas. And then I do my best to create what they've done. Okay, so am I gonna have to turn this around? I don't know that I want to turn the whole thing around. Let me see if I can adjust this so we're not so crooked. If you could see me, you would laugh at me. And I would own all of your laughter because I'm trying to adjust this so it's a little bit straighter and so you can see it. And the more I adjust, the worse I make it. I apologize for the ring. I'm afraid if I turn it off, it won't be as light. I can try it. And we'll see whether it's as light. Because that ring, I mean, it's the camera light. Is that still bright enough? Can you still see? Oh, that's funny. Oh, there it is. It went off. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I've done here. I'm excited about it. So Stampin' Up did a video where they had watercolored the cardstock. Or this is watercolor paper. So they watercolored it and they put washi tape in between. I used the tear and tape. I lined it up on my glass mat, and I used the Azure Afternoon refill with all the stuff that's on the glass mat. Comes with a glass mat, and I watercolored it. Now I'm going to set it over here and make sure it's good and dry, and I'll show you the completed project in a minute. I did several because I got happy and started playing, but let me show you how I set this up. So this is a half a sheet of our watercolor paper, and our watercolor paper comes like this. It's fluid watercolor paper, and it's 100% cotton, and I cut it directly in half, okay? Then I took our tear and tape and ran it down and I lined it up so it was square on here. And I did it every inch. So I'm gonna look, I can see down here that this is 9 inches, and I just squared it up and made sure I hit the 9 on the other side. One of my cats is down here and he is gonna jump over here. I can just tell. So I apologize when Dozer jumps over here and I go, dang it. but he is prowling around. He's over there on my desk, stepping on my keyboard. If you guys have pets, you get it. Normally it's the dogs that bark when I try to do a video. So that was on the 10. This one's gonna go on the 11. It doesn't matter, they're just 1 inch. And then I go push it down. And I'll show you what I've done when I'm all done. I like it. Again, when I saw the video from Stampin' Up, I was like, huh. So I did order some washi tape, and I'll show you what I did with that, because we don't carry it anymore. So I took my fat brush, and again, I've got lots of water over here, because I want this to radiate in color. And I want this one, my first one, I'm gonna make it a little bit darker. So I'm even gonna drip that on there. Now, because I know it's real wet, and I'm gonna be able to move that color because I want that one really dark. Then I'm gonna go over here, and I can add a little bit of water if I want, or I don't have to because I already know that one's gonna be pretty dark. We're gonna go this way. And we're gonna, and I just want some water right now. Maybe I'll make that just a little bit darker. I had so much fun playing with this. You know how when you get a technique and you go, oh, that's happy, right? That's what I was doing. I just got happy. And so I thought, oh, I'll try this color. Oh, I'll try this color. And I did a bunch of that. So this is sticking to my glass mat as it should, but I'm gonna move it out of the way because I know I'm a hazard to myself and others when I leave stuff laying around. Okay, so that one's up there and it's drying. Okay, so now I'm gonna come over here and show you the one that's already dry. So I'm gonna leave these on it because I'm gonna stamp. And this is when I'm gonna use this of art and texture. So this is this is an online exclusive. So both sets that I'm showing you are online exclusives. And again, it's catalog week. We have new catalogs coming. I'm so excited. If you don't have one and you don't have a demonstrator, let me know. If you live by me, I'm having an open house Friday where you can come see all the new stuff and make a card. So I am in Indiana. I'm using Memento to stamp on here. And I'm just a little bit south of Indianapolis. So I'd love to have you come join me. It's gonna be a great day. I made cake yesterday for 2 birthdays and I have extra frosting. So I already know we're having cupcakes. So that's one. Here's a different pattern. This is very Art Deco-y. So I'm gonna stamp that on. But I'd love to have you join me. Again, I can't see your comments. So if you're saying I want to come to your house and I want your address, you'll just have to wait for me to get back to you once I'm done with this. So there's that pattern. Again, I'm just using Memento. I'm mixing up the patterns that they gave me in that stamp set. I'm going to scooch this just a little bit and add a little bit more over there. Then I think this is my favorite one. I love this splatter. Oh, and see how I have kind of like these patterns in there? I'll show you what I did. So after it kind of started to dry like this one has, I went back and dipped it in here and just took some over the edge. I got that phone call about Mama and was sitting here with a paintbrush in my hand. And then all of a sudden I started going, huh, I wonder what happens if I do this. I wonder what happens if I do this. So that's kind of how I got that back there. Then I dabbed some water on. And then I did a little bit of this. Just to change it up, you know, put some fun little drops on it. So I did some of that. And then with one of them, which I will show you, I did this to add some Wink of Stella splatters to it. And I'll show you the card I did that to when I get there. But that's, you know, it was me just kind of playing with it. Okay, I have one more pattern. That was what you call getting glitter squirreled. You know, we don't get squirreled, we get glitter squirreled. Because most of my squirrels involve glitter. I got to go to a ballet recital on Friday. One of our granddaughters had a ballet recital. So I took two of the other ones, met me there, and we watched ballet. So there I've added all of my fun patterns to my card. I'm going to wipe this up just so I don't make a mess. I'm going to pull this one up so I can work in this area and not make a mess of it. Gosh, I love my glass mat. Do you hear? I'm just like cleaning it and it's beautiful. And I'm not being messy, right? Okay, so then, and I'll show you the other cards that I did in a minute. With this one, I decided to tear these off and I'm gonna put this on. I live in Indianapolis. We're about to hit the month of May. I did some race car stuff last week with a girlfriend. We love Indy racing, that's for sure. So I'm going to now take this and put it on top of that tear and tape. Because the tear and tape is so tacky, I have to do something on top of it. It's not like the washi tape that when I pulled it off, I didn't have to do anything. This is different. So this is gonna stick right down. So I could use any ribbon that I wanted. The new in color refills I don't have yet because I really wanted to do one of the in color refills and use that pretty new in color ribbon. But I don't have the refills yet, so I couldn't do it, and I couldn't pull enough ink off of the pad. Now I'm going to start asking your opinion, so if you can give me an opinion, I'm going to try to see if I can watch the comments, because we're going to have some which one do you like better here in a minute. Because it was hard to decide the cardstock. See how it's bled on the back? That doesn't hurt it. Does this make you want to come to Indiana for the race? I've got a grandson, he's a huge racing fan. And our neighbor works, he's one of the Yellow Jackets. So if you ever go to the race, and you go, oh, she said something about a Yellow Jacket. You just look around and you see those guys. They're the bossy ones. At least that's what I tell him. So there it is with the ribbon. Now I have to decide how I want to mount it. Do I want to be monochromatic with it and put it on here? Do I want to put it on a piece of black and then mount it on there? Do I want to use a totally different color and put it on the granny apple or melon or a different blue? Do you have an opinion? I know, it's hard to decide. I kind of like it on the granny apple. Either you guys aren't making comments or it's not showing them to me. I never know which one it is. Oh, this is the other option. I could do this and put some granny apple across the bottom, where I did it more like and added an interesting color in here. Maybe we'll do that. Okay, so the other thing that I can do, and this is new, I'm gonna show you this. So be patient as I raise this up real high. You can probably about see my belly button now. We now have these great big embossing folders. And with the great big embossing folders, I can do the whole page. Like I can do a whole card front. So I can put this in here. So what about if I did, let me scooch that down just a little bit. Well, where's my bottom plate? Who took the bottom? It's always right there until it's not. Okay, so I can take this whole thing, because again, I'm doing patterns, and I can run this through cut and emboss machine and do the whole front of my card. Okay, how interesting is that? Now I'm going to lower you down. You can see my don't drink water, so you can see it a little bit better. So I'm going to trim off this little piece because I want, well, I'll show you. So I'm going to trim off just a little bit. Is that not cool? So I can add this here to the front. How interesting is that? And then I would put a piece in here so you could write on it. That's why I cut the edge off, because I wanted you to be able to see. But then what color do I put in there? Do I put a piece of black down the edge? Or do I add, I don't want white in there because that cardstock's vanilla. Do I put a piece of vanilla in there behind it? What do you think? I really want it on the black. All right, I'm gonna stop asking you questions and we're gonna get this thing done. So I am going to, I want a full piece of vanilla. I want a full piece back there. So I'm going to cut that 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So that's the piece that's going to go on here. Because as much as I love those polka dots, it's going to be hard to write on. So I'm going to seal this in here. And if you have, and I'll talk to you when I get off, because I can't look up and, you know, I'm working on my system. Oh, but I love it. Look at that. Again, with those interesting textures. If this is too busy for you, I get it, because it can be a little busy. Now I've given myself room to stamp my words here if I wanted to, because I like these long words. I wonder if I can get a word right here. What kind of card does this look like? Here I go asking your opinion. Is this a congratulations, a happy birthday, a thanks million, thinking of you, save the date? Boy, if that's a save the date, that's a wild one. All right. The other option is happy anniversary, congratulations, happy birthday, thanks a million, speedy recovery, save the day. Oh, I'm going to do the happy birthday. I've got a son whose birthday's tomorrow, And this is kind of how he dresses. It's true. You know, you raise these kids and you go, oh, they're going to do better at this at some point. Nope, not him. He dresses like this, so this is the perfect birthday card for him. And I will take it to his office tomorrow for his birthday. Oh, that's good. Oh my gosh, I love it. It needs to be on the black though. All right. And then I want to show you this piece that you watched me create. So you can see how it looks and how it dried. Yep, this is definitely his birthday card. Oh, but you know what to add to it? So I've put these in containers. This is iridescent adhesive backed discs. And see the colors on this? Yep. It's perfect. Every 38-year-old boy that has funny children needs beautifully adhesive back discs on his. Do I need another color? I got kind of carried away with the green ones. Maybe a couple of the blue. I mean, these are just flat and shiny, so you can stick them anywhere you want. All right. I may have been an overachiever, but I'm okay with it. So there's the card right side up for you. Here's the paper that we did earlier. If I want to hit these, when I leave water drops on here, we have two settings on this. One to emboss and one to dry paper. So if I put this on here, they will dry. Sometimes I can tilt it and it will spread it and make it look a little more splattery. So if you're impatient, just know your heat gun has a dry setting. Okay, and it made it a little bit splattery. All right, now let me show you what else I did. So that's these two, and look, that's so cool. I can't wait to show my campers this. Again, if you live close by me, you can always join me at camp. And it's flat on the inside, except up there it's textured. This is so my son. Okay, so this one was done with the washi tape. So I pulled it off and it left the centers white. And I used Coastal Cabana on this one. This one, I used our gold leaf that's going away. So if you have gold leaf and you use the washi tape, this is the gold leaf. And I used the congratulations across the bottom. And this one was also done in Coastal Cabana. This one, I used washi tape and just used two. This is Flamingo. And then I used the new Eyelet 3D embossing folder to go over the top of it. And I used some of the new Designer Series paper with the Flamingo and the Happy Birthday. And these gems are the adhesive backed pearls. Okay, so that was with the washi tape. This one is with the washi tape. I used the Distressed Tile 3D folder. Oops, that wasn't very nice of me. So I used the Distressed Tile embossing folder, and then I used that Spotlight on Nature. And again, it's in the Flirty Flamingo. I'm having a class on the Spotlight on Nature. If you're a fan of this set and you order it from me before the 8th, you can pay $20 for a class. If you don't want to order it from me, it's a $40 class. I'm going to send you so much amazing things. So this is the stamp set. The bundle has circle dies. And this is what I've created with it so far. Yours won't even be these. So this is one, again with that super cool embossing folder. This is the one my team picked for me to duplicate for them. Here it is, and this is with in colors. This is the peach pie. This is the pretty in pink. So this is the pretty in pink and the petunia pop, just stamped. If you order the bundle from me, all the information is on my StampCreatively website. Go in there and look for the details. This is the Summer Splash and the Shy Shamrock. I have 4 more ideas that aren't even these. This is the Shy Shamrock and the pretty in pink. There's some pecan pie. Here's another one. This I used Flirty Flamingo and some garden green. This one is that eyelid embossing folder, pretty in pink and the petunia pop. This one's done in the petunia. And these aren't even going to be the ones you get. All right, friends, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate you taking the time to join me at noon. I'll be back at noon next week to show you more online exclusives, or we may have a new kit that I can show you, because we love online exclusive and kits. But this one is going to be beautiful. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but it's going to be different than this one. All right, friends, thanks for joining me. Have a great day, and I will be back again next week. Bye.